Just want to point out these changes are coming just 2 weeks after and directly because of an investigative report we aired on your show, again, just 2 weeks ago, outlining the number of sexual assaults that we uncovered and how difficult it is for some victims to take Uber to court.
She went out for a night drinking, passed out in the back seat of her Uber ride home, and this happened.
He was already penetrating me, and then I remember him performing oral sex, and then after that I don't really remember.
She was with a friend, called an Uber from a bar, blacked out, and woke up to find she'd been raped by her Uber driver.
The next morning I woke up and both my pants and my underwear were on the floor.
Both women sued, and Uber tried to force both out of a courtroom and into arbitration, a quiet settlement, and a non-disclosure agreement that, according to their attorney, would keep their stories silent.
Uber's goal all along has been to prevent the public and consumers, of which 50% are female riders, from finding out how many incidents of sexual assaults happen in Uber vehicles.
Now, following a CNN investigation exposing more than 100 Uber drivers accused of sexual assault or abuse in the past 4 years, Uber announced big changes on how it's handling sex crimes. No forced arbitration, no confidentiality agreements to keep victims silent, and what the company promises as turning the lights on to the problems of sexual assault. Uber will commit to publishing a safety transparency report, including data on sexual assaults and other incidents.
It's a journey. We're in the middle of that journey. We're seeing great results as we're moving forward to actually make sure we're doing the right thing.
It is a big change for Uber, which refused to release any data to CNN during our months-long investigation. But attorney Jeanne Christensen, who has sued Uber on behalf of sexual assault victims, thinks it's just a first step.
Uber's announcement today doesn't go far enough for me because they're saying essentially, okay, we know the risk is still there. They're saying it's going to happen, and when it does, it's okay now for you to file your claim against Uber in court.
Christensen has filed a class action lawsuit against Uber, which the rideshare company is still fighting. She also wants Uber to do a much more thorough job of vetting drivers. As part of its new announcements, Uber says it will now require rescreen drivers' background checks every year.
But the company will still handle its own background checks through a private company. No fingerprints. Critics say that's not enough.
What about Lyft, the other big ride-sharing company?
Shortly after Uber made its big announcement today, Lyft said we will do the same thing. So the transportation network industry has conformed to this new way of thinking.